Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. Today is the 10th of December 2011, and today is day 61 of the vlogs. So what you're seeing right now is me at Pest Control. Very few of you will know about it. In fact, about 200 of you actually watched the video because it was only up for a very short amount of time. But basically, earlier today we had a Pest Control event at Zaffre.net. I did advertise it, and I was actually advertising it during the actual event. So not the best time to be advertising an event. Should have given you a little bit more notice. But yeah, and then I deleted it, which is why most of you will never see it again. But yeah, Pest Control, it was a decent event. About 25 people turned up at all times. So what I mean is that, you know, constantly people were leaving, but more people were coming into it. So so it was a good game. We almost constantly had 25. Only towards the end did we start having to wait for the actual games to start, which was a bit disappointing. But that's obviously to the end, and that's going to happen anyway as the event slowly dies on. And yeah, I went from 22 commendation points to 91, which doesn't sound like much, but you have to remember that basically because it was a Zaffre.net event and not restricted to certain levels or anything like that, we did play for quite a lot of time the low level games and also intermediate games. Only towards the end did we start playing high level games because obviously all the people that were left in our group were over level 100, but we did have a level 53 at the start, so we were having to play low level games. But either way, it was decent, and I'm happy with the amount of commendation points that I got. As most of you will know, I think it's still mentioned in the FAQ, but I am trying to get voids as one of those item sets that I really do need to get because I've never had it before. So I was working my way towards Void Knight gloves, and yeah, so it's only 59 points to finish it off. Hopefully I will get that at some point. Another thing I was actually discussing doing was well, I don't know who mentioned it. I don't know whose idea it was. I mean, to me, I think it was my idea, but I can't be sure now. But anyway, we were discussing having a Zaffre.net competition for Conquest. That way, once again, you know, in my own personal interest, I'll be able to have a bit of fun because it is an immensely fun game. But also, I'll be able to get Void Knight points. Void Knight points? Is that what they're called? I forget now. But yeah, I'll be able to do that. And also, I mean, I love competitions, especially tournament competitions. So maybe we'll have a sign-up period, and then we'll have a knockout competition all the way to the final two, or maybe we'll have a league system where, you know, not a full league system where every participant then plays every other participant. That would be a bit too hectic and people would get bored before the end. But maybe like if there's, I don't know, if there happen to be 16 people that sign up, then maybe we can have 4 leagues of 4 where the top 2 contestants from each league can progress. I don't know. Maybe people will actually want to play as few games to the final as possible. But we'll work it out at some point. And yeah, that could be pretty fun to do in the future. Also, this is a vlog, so let me see. Since the last time I spoke to you guys, I've got now 111 Dungeoneering. I actually got 111 by using some tokens. So I had 1.8 million experience to go to 111, and instead of starting a new cycle on my current prestige level, obviously it seemed better to use my tokens to get 111, so I could actually then play the next cycle on my newest prestige level. That's always the sensible thing to do, rather than, you know, like most people do, save all their points until the very end and then get 119 to 120 using their tokens. It makes no sense to do that. It's obviously going to save you a lot more time if you get prestige levels as fast as possible, rather than holding on to tokens and doing a completely new cycle on an old prestige level. So 111, and yeah, I've got like 700, 800k tokens left. You know, it was a bit, you know, as I was spending the tokens, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, so bye 9 chaotic weapons. I may as well go and PK with 9 chaotic weapons and lose them all, because that's literally what I'm doing right now, even though it is at the expense of getting some nice experience though. And then what else? There's not much else I've been doing on RuneScape. Another thing I did start thinking about is someone asked me at the Pest Control event why I wasn't posting many vlogs, and the simple answer is that I'm not playing RuneScape long enough to warrant me making a vlog. Now, there's 2 ways of doing it, and the way I've been doing it so far is I've been making, you know, I've still been recording certain clips of what I do on the game, but then I unify them all into one video. So when you get a vlog, what you'll find is, you know, you got several days worth of vlogs in that one video. So that's the way that I am currently doing things. But I mean, the obvious next suggestion would be to continue making vlogs as often as possible, but at the cost of the time. So instead of being 10 minutes long, 10 to 15 minutes long, they would instead be shorter, so roughly 3, 4, 5 minutes in length. I mean, this one's going to be slightly longer. I think this one's going to be about 7, 8, 9. But yeah, I mean, how do you guys feel about that? I mean, do you want me to just continue as it is going, or maybe I can do shorter vlogs? I mean, they could be as little as just 2 minutes, but as long as I'm putting something out there, maybe you guys would actually like that. And then that's really all there is to say on the RuneScape subject. But one thing I definitely want to talk about outside the game is what I am actually doing right now. So the reason I'm not playing RuneScape that much, what I am doing is, well, I'm playing 2 games in particular. One that isn't worth mentioning because it's not a multiplayer, but I will do anyway, and that's Skyrim. I mean, I've played around 50 hours of that now. I'm still finding it a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, it's not worth mentioning because it's not multiplayer, so I can't enjoy it with you guys. What I can enjoy, though, with you guys is League of Legends, and that is something that I have restarted playing properly now. Actually, you know what? I have to define the word properly, don't I? Because some of you might think to yourself, "Oh, properly." So he's really, he's really trying to become good at the game. That's not it. I'm playing for fun, and I am really, really awful at the game, and that's never going to change. So I'm playing League of Legends right now, and I'm finding it immensely fun. More fun than the first time I played the game, because the first time I played it, I was just doing my own thing with random people, but now I know a few people who actually play the game, and every now and again we play group games, and that is a lot of fun, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. That's where all my time is going. I only played the one character. For those who are interested, I mean, obviously, if you don't know, play the game, then it's probably not worth listening to the rest of what I have to say. But yeah, the character I'm playing the most is Master Yi. So any of you who are familiar with the game will know that character. I consider him one of the noobiest characters that you could possibly play. It's like a beginner level character, but obviously by beginner level character I mean that he's easy to play, and that's obviously why I want to be playing him, because he's so easy to play. Even though in a team game he's absolutely shockingly useless, because he has no crowd control abilities, he has no stun or disabled, and conversely he gets destroyed if they're used against him. So yeah, completely useless character, but I still love to play him. And yeah, so if you do play League of Legends, feel free to add me. I will put my tag, my username, whatever you want to call it, in the description. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my actual name because someone else accidentally got it. I actually added the guy who was using my name to find out why he was using it, and just to learn a bit about him, especially because I found out he was actually a pretty decent player, and yeah, apparently he actually mistakenly chose that username, and now we can't switch, so that's a shame. But yeah, you know what? That's all that I really have to say on this subject. So yeah, let me know in the comments 3 things actually. League of Legends, let me know what you think about it, whether you'll play it or not, and feel free to add me. Don't give me your own usernames, because I'm not going to be adding you guys. I'm not going to be going through the comments, copying and pasting usernames. But if you want to add me, then I can add you that way. Second thing, let me know what you think about a conquest tournament. Would you be interested in joining? I'm going to be having one anyway at Zaffre.net, but whether it's worth mentioning in video form to you guys is another subject. I mean, I might just be a Zaffre only thing if I don't think you guys are interested in hearing it. And what is the third thing? I've already forgotten what the third thing is. It is... Right, I've forgotten now. Yeah, it doesn't really matter though, does it? I mean, if you remember for me, then you can mention it. And hopefully you guys will all thumbs up that comment. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, see you around.